Hey, if you own a condo here in Phoenix, Tempe, Scottsdale, or anywhere in the valley, you are in the right place. We're going to break down exactly what your condo insurance protects and, just as importantly, what it doesn't.
We all love the perks of condo living. The pools, the low maintenance, it's great. But it also comes with a pretty unique insurance puzzle. Your HOA has a master policy for the building, sure, but a lot of owners are really surprised to find out what it doesn't cover. What's so important to understand is that the HOA's policy, it often stops right at your front door, leaving everything inside as your responsibility.
So to clear up all that confusion, we're going to walk through the 6 essential coverages you'll find in your personal condo policy. You'll often hear it called an HO6 policy. Think of these as the pillars that are holding up your home and your finances.
All right, first up is dwelling coverage. This protects the physical structure inside your unit. Things like the drywall, your flooring, those kitchen cabinets, and the light fixtures. It is absolutely essential to know where your HOA's master policy ends so we can make sure your personal policy picks up right where it leaves off. No gaps.
Okay, let's paint a picture here. Imagine a pipe bursts in the unit right above your Scottsdale condo. Water is just pouring down, ruining your ceiling and your beautiful hardwood floors. This is exactly where your dwelling coverage steps in to help pay for those repairs, minus your deductible, of course.
Next up is your personal property. This coverage is for all your stuff, your couch, your TV, your clothes, you name it. And a really great feature is that it doesn't just apply inside your condo, it can also cover your things if they're stolen from your car or a hotel room while you're traveling. It's also a great idea to check if you have any high-value items like jewelry or art, just to make sure they're properly covered.
For instance, let's say you're at a community event at your complex in Tempe when someone breaks into your car. They grab your laptop and your camera. Well, it's your condo insurance, through that personal property coverage, that would help you replace those stolen items. It's protection that travels with you.
Now, what if a major event, maybe like a fire, forces you out of your home? That's where loss of use coverage comes in. It helps pay for those extra living expenses, things like a hotel or a short-term rental, and even the extra cost of meals, while your condo's being fixed up. And let's be honest, in Arizona's crazy competitive rental market, this coverage is an absolute lifesaver.
For example, let's say a fire damages your building in Phoenix. You can't live there for 2 months while they do repairs. Loss of use helps cover the cost of that temporary apartment and other expenses, preventing a major financial disaster on top of what's already a really stressful situation.
Okay, let's talk about liability. This is a two-part protection. Personal liability protects your assets if you get sued because someone was injured in your unit, and then medical payments is for smaller injuries to guests, helping pay their medical bills right away, no matter who was at fault, to hopefully stop a lawsuit from ever happening in the first place. So let's look at 2 scenarios. A guest could slip on your Mesa balcony and sue you. That's a major liability claim. Or maybe a neighbor's kid just trips in your hallway and needs a few stitches. In that case, your medical payments coverage can just handle the doctor's bill quickly, often preventing a bigger issue and, keeping the peace with your neighbors.
This next one is so critical for condo owners, but it's often overlooked. Loss assessment. See, your HOA has insurance for common areas, like the roof, the pool, the gym. But what happens if a huge repair costs more than their policy limit? Well, the HOA can pass that extra cost onto you and every other owner. This coverage is designed specifically to pay for that special assessment.
And here's a classic Arizona scenario. A massive monsoon sweeps through and causes extensive damage to the roof of your entire complex. The repair bill is just huge, and it turns out the HOA's insurance policy isn't quite enough to cover the whole thing. And then this happens. You get a notice from your HOA. Your share of the uncovered repair cost is $5,000, and it's due right away. That is a shocking bill that nobody wants to get. But with loss assessment coverage on your policy, that's a check your insurance company can write, not you. Phew.
So, we've covered the 6 core protections. But, it's just as important to know what a standard policy doesn't cover and how you can tailor it for some of our specific Arizona risks.
Right out of the box, standard policies will exclude things like flood damage and earthquakes. But you can add specific protections. We call them endorsements. Here in Arizona, water and sewer backup is a must-have, especially during monsoon season. And hey, if you've renovated your kitchen or bathroom, the Improvements and Betterments endorsement makes sure all those valuable upgrades are covered too.
So after this quick rundown, you're in a much better position to make sure you're properly protected. Now, it's really just about turning that knowledge into action.
It really all comes down to these 3 simple steps.
First, be familiar with your 6 core coverages, which, hey, you now are. Second, get a copy of your HOA's master policy so you understand the building's coverage. And third, just schedule a free policy review with a local expert to connect all the dots for you.
And that's where a local expert can really help. Unlike a call center in some other state, we live and work right here in the Valley. We take the time to understand your specific situation, from your HOA's rules to your lifestyle, to help you find a policy that truly fits you.
So are you ready to feel confident about your condo insurance? Give us a call at 602-460-5470, or you can visit our website. Let's schedule a quick, no-obligation review to make sure you have the peace of mind you really deserve. Thanks for watching.